Wrextlepert, the Wrextlepert, Wrextlepert, the Wrextlepert, Wrextlepert, the Wrextlepert, the Wrextlepert, the Wrextlepert. Hey! Hi, everyone. This is the Wrextlepert. For any of you who are paying attention, it's a little Italian flair on my intro tune there. Really proud of that. Stroke of genius. Yeah, we are live. We're not, but WWE were recently live at Clash in Italy, coming from the Italian city of famous for pizza, spaghetti, and The Sopranos. No, I recognize I'm a little bit late with it. I tend to be a little bit late with some of these shows. You know, I get busy in my day job, professional DM, dungeon master for the uninitiated. But yeah, so I say professional. I mean, I don't get paid. Certainly not in money anyway. But you know, definitely in friends. But yeah, so to save time, I was considering maybe recording this show before the actual event, because I had a couple of days free, but halfway through the recording, I kind of realized why that didn't work. Yeah, so that recording won't actually see the light of day. It'll stay in the vault as lost media. Though I have told my parents, only to release it if I die one day. But hopefully I never do. Anyway, let's get on with the Italian show. Wrextlepert. Our opening match on this particular occasion was an exciting one. It was for one of the world titles, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes taking on Gunther. It's been a while since we've seen Gunther challenging for a title, so pretty scary moment for everyone involved. And if Cody has to lose his title and his job in the same night, that would be really saddening. That would be like losing your, you know, like two things that are good at the same time or something. But yeah, this is a peculiarly short match. Cody pinned Gunther after his usual finisher of multiple crossroadses, and Gunther refused to kick out. However, he insisted to the referee that his German leg was hanging out of the ring, and indeed it was. So, what does that mean? Is Gunther the champion now? I guess we'll find out on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. The next match was Rhea versus Jade for whichever title one of them holds. Rhea, look at my eyes, look right into them. Love that tune. Or maybe it could be, you know, for those of us, you know, maybe don't want people looking at them all the time. It could be like, don't look at my eyes because I'm really quite shy. But yeah, this is a nice little back and forth match. They had their great. I love when they do the yay, boo punches. Like, yeah. So, like, you know, Rhea would do, I don't need to explain it. Why do you need me to explain this stuff to you? You watch wrestling and you know what I mean. Rhea does punches, yay, boo. Anyway, yeah, like I guess Rhea won then. Okay, so match 3 is Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi 2, The Revenge of Wrestling. Oba did his traditional ceremonial arm shuffle thing on the way to the ring, but sadly it did not stop Brock Lesnar from hitting him with multiple F5s. Just kept throwing him over and over again. I think he had about 4 or 5 of them. Then he put on that Gamora lock. And like, you think he's going to snap Oba's arm. It's like, surely Oba's arm is made of like the toughest metal or bone. Yeah, probably bone actually, now I think of it. Femi was able to get up and slam Lesnar away. And he tried doing a choke slam. Lesnar had another F5. It's okay, well, 5 F5s is definitely enough to win the match. But then he actually did hit Lesnar with a choke slam. And then, oh man, they ended up outside the ring. It was slamming into the ring post. Long story short, Lesnar hit another F5. And this one was enough to defeat Obafemi. So, tragic. I really thought this guy was just going to win forever. Sadly, that is not the case. And I no longer have any interest in him. Up next, we had the person, Becky Lynch, taking on Sol Ruka for that title, the Women's Intercontinental title. Yeah, it was quite an interesting match, quite exciting. You know, Sol is pretty fresh to the Raw roster, so we probably haven't seen the best of her yet. I know she's had a couple of little slips and stuff lately, and you know, I'm thinking her first night she kind of slipped doing her move and a few little things like that. But I really hope, you know, Sol doesn't get too hung up on those things. You know, we all have our disappointments and regrets, but you know, if you just focus on them all the time, they're just gonna eat you up. Yum yum yum. So hopefully Sol is just going about her day as pleasantly as she can, and may win a title. Which would surely help with any dark thoughts that may be consuming her. But yeah, she tries to go for the Soul Stealer or Snatch Stealer. But it wasn't able to hit everybody. Oh my word! Soul did a very dangerous flip to the outside and it nearly ended very badly. Soul, please promise me you won't do anything like that again. I was so worried about you. Oh my god. But yeah, after that nearly fatal backflip, they were able to carry on the match in a somewhat safe way. But yeah, Becky went for her big man slam or whatever she calls it, but Sol actually hits Becky with a big man slam, and then she finally hit the snatch in the Soul, to win that particular championship. And I'm delighted for her. So please just safely get home. Don't do any flips. Just walk up to your apartment. Beg your housemate to let you in. Go say to him, you know, I understand you have both sets of keys because you don't trust me with mine, but look, I've won an Intercontinental title. Can I please be allowed in to sleep in my bed tonight? And maybe he'll let you. And now we've reached an inevitable time in every wrestling match where it's the main event. And what would a main event be without some Samoan guys? This is Roman versus Jacob in Tribal Combat. Yeah, I actually think that's such a missed opportunity. They could have had a crossover with the Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah, kind of dropped the soccer ball on that one. But yeah, this, you know, we saw this recently at Backlash, but now it's a rematch, you know, as Michael Cole put it, some cousin on cousin action. Then we all love that. Yeah, a lot of high stakes going into this match. If Jacob loses, he has to kiss Roman every day and say how much he loves him. Humiliating. Jacob wasn't prepared to do that, so straight away he goes for that move where he sticks the finger. I'm gonna stop doing it. You know the one, the throat finger. But yeah, Roman's able to get away from it, so Jacob just dives on him again, and yeah, he does that the finger move throughout the match quite a few times, and Roman, you know, terrified of it. But so terrified he was that he smashed Jacob's hand to bits. Yeah, he smashed it with steel steps and stuff. So he's like, "I try sticking your fingers in my throat now." He still tried, but sadly because his hand was damaged, he was only kind of able to go, give his throat a little wiggle. But instead he hit a spear. I was like, yeah, oh my god, you're Samoan, just spear the guy. And then, how exciting. Then he went for his, you know, he does like his version of Tiffany Time's prettiest moonsault ever. What could Jacob call it? You couldn't call it prettiest moonsault. He's got a nice big bottom. Maybe you could call it the big bottom bounce or something. I don't know. Yeah, Jacob, don't call it that. Actually, I don't think it really suits you. It would make you a bit less scary. But yeah, towards the end of the match, anyway, Reigns he hits Jacob in between his two testicles, and you know probably connected with his male shaft as well. But yeah, he was able to kick out. Jacob's like, yeah, I've got some pretty tough ones. And then he kept slamming Jacob's face into the turnbuckle and hit a spear. And then I think another one, he put him through a table and everything, one of those famous Slim Jim tables. So then Roman won. Yeah, so Jacob, as I touched on, will now have to spend the rest of his days on this earth going, "Oh, Roman, I love you so much. Can I have some pocket money? I want to buy a new bandana." And Roman will say no. Yeah, so that silence was Roman just looking at Jacob as Jacob kind of just lowers his head, goes, "Oh, fine." So yeah, really interested to see what they do with Jacob now. Because, before he was this kind of ferocious animal, it's like, oh, anything could happen. But now he'll just kind of be a pathetic sad sack, just kind of walking around going, ooh, 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 woof. Because Roman said he was going to walk him like a dog, so. But like, oh, Roman, can we go for a walk now? No, Jacob, not just now. Kind of in the middle of a match here, buddy. I'll take you out after. So yeah, really exciting. Yeah, goodbye from Italy. I'll catch you next time. I think the next big event is, oh my god, it's in Saudi Arabia. Okay, I gotta do some preparation. I'll talk to you later, guys. Wrextlepert, 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 Wrextlepert. Hey!